Welcome. You are listening Radio Central News. I am Vikrant Dogra and now news in detail. India has recorded 3,29,942 fresh COVID-19 cases and 3,876 deaths in the past 24 hours. The Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare (MHOFW) said on Tuesday. With this, the country's cumulative coronavirus infection tally has now reached 22,992,517 and the death toll mounted to 2,49,992. There are currently 3,715,221 active COVID-19 cases in India, data from the Health Ministry shows. This accounts for 16.53% of the total cases. As many as 19,27,304 patients have been discharged till now after being treated for COVID-19. The top 5 states which have registered maximum cases are Karnataka with 39,305 cases, followed by Maharashtra with 37,236 cases, Tamil Nadu with 28,978 cases, Kerala with 27,487 cases and Uttar Pradesh with 21,277 cases respectively. 3 COVID-19 recovered patients in Meerut have been diagnosed with mucormycosis or black fungus, a rare form of fungal infection that could affect vision and can be fatal if not diagnosed at the right time. All 3 of them were infected with COVID for some time and have been administered steroids to strengthen their lungs. Dr. Sandeep Garg, nephrologist and renal transplant physician, said that the 3 patients, one is diabetic, another has a history of transplant, while the third one is a normal patient. The fungus is majorly attacking people who are being given steroids or who are diabetic or have a history of chemotherapy or transplant. As per literature, the recovery rate for this fungus is around 50%, and that too if it is diagnosed at an early stage, added Dr. Garg. If there is a complaint of black fungus in the patient with the infection, then the risk of his life may increase. This fungus can damage the skin as well as the nose, lungs and brain. Dr. Suryakant, head of the respiratory department of King George Medical University, Lucknow, said. China's population grew at its lowest in the last decade since the 1950s as births declined, sowing doubt over Beijing's ability to power its economy as it succumbs to the same aging trends afflicting developed nations like Japan. With growth having ebbed ever since a one-child policy was introduced in the late 1970s, the 2020 results of the country's once-a-decade census on Tuesday showed the population of mainland China increased 5.38% to 1.41 billion. That was the least since modern census taking began in 1953. Data showed a fertility rate of 1.3 children per woman for 2020 alone, on par with aging societies like Japan and Italy. The shrill alarm for China's policymakers is that the world's second biggest economy may already be in irreversible population decline without having first accumulated the household wealth of G7 nations. The number meant China narrowly missed a target it set in 2016 to boost its population to about 1.42 billion by 2020. With a fertility rate of around 1.8 in 2016, China replaced its one-child policy initially imposed to half a population explosion at the time with a 2-child limit. That is all for today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.